Librarians across the country are facing new threats. More of them are reporting things like property damage, harassment, and physical altercations. Karen Fisher is a professor at the University of Washington Information School, and she's here to talk about the growing crisis that's leading to burnout on the job. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for asking me.
Okay, so you and your colleagues surveyed more than 1,000 library workers in 2022, and they reported more than 8,000 incidents labeled as traumatic. Can you tell us a little bit about your findings and why you conducted this research in the first place?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Budabay. So we were very interested in how community has changed across the country in recent years. As you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on. So we did an online survey in 2021, 2022 with over 1,300 workers in libraries all across the country. And then we also did in-depth interviews with over 65 workers. And you have to understand, this has been large urban systems such as, in Los Angeles, in Oakland, Seattle, on the East Coast, as well as with rural libraries all across the country. And in the survey, people told us that they had, just in the past 2 years alone, that they had each experienced almost 9 incidents each. And these things now are ranging from things like verbal abuse, destruction of property, to physical assault, sexual assault, and other forms of really, really serious violence. And then we had a lot of other things having to do, with book bans, rise in censorship. There's a lot of really terrible things that have been happening in libraries all across the country.
Yeah, and I think it's also an issue if there's a mentally ill person. Everyone is welcomed into a library, and
Yeah.
so that can create some issues as well. Let's talk about the book ban fallout. What kind of environment is this creating for those serving in public libraries?
It's a really uncomfortable environment because libraries, we serve everybody. Everybody is welcome in libraries all across the country, but unfortunately, things have gotten really politicized in communities all over, the country. And it's not just in public libraries; it's in school libraries as well. And for most libraries, they have a policy where if you're unhappy with a certain, library or certain book being in the collection, there's a process where you can go by to appeal for a book to be removed from a collection. But unfortunately, this has created a lot of angst in communities, and people have been protesting to get certain books removed. And it's not just books, of course; it's also programming as well. And we have seen this played out with regard to story time for children, for example, and other types of meetings being held in public spaces in libraries. So a lot of things have come to the forefront, unfortunately, in public libraries.
Yeah, how can the public support librarians in these public spaces?
Just understand what is happening. Just be very patient, be very, very kind to library staff, to library workers, and understand that some of the trauma that's happening in public libraries and that are affecting libraries, because libraries are the soul of communities. They are the heartbeat of communities. They're safe places, but whenever something traumatic happens in a community, say for example, if there's a flood, if there's a tornado, if there's a storm, or anything happens, people go to the library for safety, to charge their devices and things like that. They really are the soul and the heartbeat of our communities. And just to understand that to have patience with our librarians, to understand that there's been cutbacks in communities, that it's greatly affected libraries, that they understand and that they're understaffed, and also that we have a really big problem with aging infrastructure. These buildings, we need more money to repair the buildings, also to expand the buildings themselves. So there's a lot of support that we need to help our librarians out.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing those findings, and for doing the research, and for serving in public libraries. Professor Fisher, thank you.
Thank you very much.